The students behind over there, if you're the graduates, please go and assemble yourselves. The students behind over there, if you're the graduates, please go and assemble yourselves. The students behind over there, if you're the graduates, please go and assemble yourselves. Students behind over there, if you're the graduates, please go and assemble yourselves. Students behind over there, if you're the graduates, please go and assemble yourselves. Students behind over there, if you're the graduates, please go and assemble yourselves. Students behind over there, if you're the graduates, please go and assemble yourselves. Attention everyone, the chief guest and the dignitaries are on the way. The chief guest and the dignitaries are on the way. Kindly requesting everyone to settle immediately. The students who are drinking water, please come back to your places immediately. I request all the parents to kindly take your seat. Attention everyone. The chief guest and the dignitaries are on the way. The chief guest and the dignitaries are on the way. Kindly requesting everyone.
गणनायकाय गणदैवताय गणाध्यक्षाय धीमहि.
I request all the graduates to assemble in your respective places. The chief guest will be received by the band troupe. I request all the parents to take your respective seats. I request all the graduates, students, please maintain some discipline. The chief guest will be received by the band troupe. I request all the parents to take your respective seats. I request all the graduates, students, please maintain some discipline. The chief guest will be received by the band troupe. I request all the parents to take your respective seats.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The chief guests of the day's function have arrived, requesting everyone to rise from your seats and welcome them. The guests are escorted by the school band troupe along with the NCC cadets. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The chief guests of the day's function have arrived, requesting everyone to rise from your seats and welcome them. The guests are escorted by the school band troupe along with the NCC cadets. Requesting everyone to rise from your seats and welcome them. The chief guest of today's program is Mr. Charles Ma, who is accompanied by Dean Mr. Manjunath Rangaraju, Senior Principal Srimati J.S. Vanita, the Principal of CBSE Mrs. Kamal Bien, the Principal of CAIE Mr. Arun Prasad, the Principal of SPSS PU College Mr. Rajesh Prasad, the Unit in charge of BHPMS Mr. Manjappa C, Mrs. Suma Kulkarni, Mrs. Sumangala N.A., Mr. Prabhu, and Mrs. Savita Ramesh. We are delighted to have you all with us in this pleasant evening.
If you can dream it, you can do it. I, Umair, along with Nisha, take great pleasure in standing before you as the hosts of this momentous occasion.
ಜಯ ಗಣೇಶ ನಿನಗೆ ವಂದನೆ.
ಓ ರಾಘವ ಮರುಗೇಲರ, 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 ಓ ರಾಘವ. ಆ ಮರುಗೇಲ ಚರ ಚರ ರೂಪ, 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 ಪರಾತ್ಪರ ಸೂರ್ಯ ಸುಧಾಕರ ಲೋಚನ ಮರುಗೇಲರ, ಪರಾತ್ಪರ ಸೂರ್ಯ ಸುಧಾಕರ ಲೋಚನ ಮರುಗೇಲರ, ಪರಾತ್ಪರ ಸೂರ್ಯ ಸುಧಾಕರ ಲೋಚನ ಮರುಗೇಲರ, ಓ ರಾಘವ ಮರುಗೇಲರ, ಓ ರಾಘವ. ಅನ್ನಿನೀವನೂಜು ಅಂತರಂಗಮೋನ, ಅನ್ನಿನೀವನೂಜು ಅಂತರಂಗಮೋನ, ಅನ್ನಿನೀವನೂಜು ಅಂತರಂಗಮೋನ, ಅನ್ನಿನೀವನೂಜು ಅಂತರಂಗಮೋನ, తెలిసికొల్దినయ్య అన్నినేవనుచు అంతరంగమున వెదకి తెలిసికొల్దినయ్య నిన్నగాని
I
మది
now
నన్న
request all the valedictorians to take their respective position.
నెలజ
We welcome you all on behalf of PSSEMR School, CAIE, BHP MS and SPSS PU College to UTSAV 2K21, 2K22, the graduation ceremony. Before we kickstart the event, we would like to congratulate our senior who are graduating today.
It is a time to celebrate with all those people, your friends, teachers, and parents who have helped you in all the initial years of your student life and made learning fun. Yes, it is graduation day.
We believe that graduation is not the end, but a new beginning. The young minds will carry forward the wisdom gathered from their teachers in the years to come and in the places where their lives will lead them.
Work as if everything depends on you. Pray as if everything depends on God. May I now call upon the school choir for the invocation.
Hello.
मनसा सततं स्मरणीयं वचसा सततं वदनीयं मनसा सततं स्मरणीयं वचसा सततं वदनीयं लोकहितं मम करणीयं लोकहितं मम करणीयं मनसा सततं स्मरणीयम् न भोगभवने रमणीयं न च सुखशयने शयनीयं न भोगभवने रमणीयं न च सुखशयने शयनीयम् अहर्निशं जागरणीयं लोकहितं मम करणीयं मनसा सततं स्मरणीयम् न जातु दुःखं गणनीयं न च निजसौख्यं मननीयं न जातु दुःखं गणनीयं न च निजसौख्यं मननीयं कार्यक्षेत्रे त्वरणीयं लोकहितं मम करणीयं मनसा सततं स्मरणीयं मनसा सततं स्मरणीयं मनसा सततं स्मरणीयम्
Thank you, friends.
Light is the symbol of truth. There are two ways of spreading light, to be the candle or the mirror that reflect it. With this noble thought, let us start this evening by kindling the lamp of knowledge and wisdom. I cordially invite our respected guests, accompanied by our dean and all the pupils, to light the lamp.
Let's give a big round of applause for the splendid performance. Leadership is the capacity to
Especially during our quarantine. It was like musty time for us. I miss that all late night talks with Daneshwari and Srishti SG. In fact, we spent most of our time in college rather than at hostel. I want to thank Priya ma'am who took care of us, and she is well known as GS2 mother. And I also thank Yasmin ma'am for her kindness. I'm truly lucky to have our lecturers, that is Mrs. Srilata ma'am, a creative hub of our commerce who always supported, motivated, encouraged and supported us. And Mr. Kishore Kumar sir, a power of commerce who is always energetic and enthusiastic. And our very kind-hearted Babita ma'am, who always pampers us and makes us to study well. And our dearest Shivkumar sir for his immense support. And our all-time favorite Mrityunjay sir, who is very well popular as VP sir. And our language teachers, Islam sir and Shankar sir, for their motivation and guidance. I'm grateful to our Dean sir, Senior Principal J.S. Vanitha ma'am, and my dear lecturers for what I am today. A special mention, I must thank our Samir sir and Asima ma'am. When I chose commerce instead of science, many of my friends and relatives had asked me that why did I choose commerce instead of science. I didn't have an answer at that point of time. My strong intuition was telling me to think out of box. Hence, I opted commerce. And today, when I stand before you, I feel very proud, and now my thoughts are very clear. My successful journey's credit goes to this institution. Lastly, I would like to congratulate all my fellow valedictorians, and I wish you all have a bright future ahead. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, Chaitra.
Now I would like to call Samrudh of PSSEMR to share his experience.
Good evening to one and all present here. I am Samrudhar, studying in class 10. I got admitted to this wonderful institution last year. In this 1 year journey, I cannot mark one day as remarkable because each and every second what I spent was memorable and remarkable too. I joined this school because it promoted students to learn robotics. The school's environment is so peaceful that I got 2 innovative ideas to work on. During the first 15 days of this journey, I was really low as I was not allowed for robotics as nothing was arranged for it by that time. We were sent home due to COVID pandemic. After the pandemic, I came to the school, being less fascinated. Now I prefer this school over my home because I am practicing robotics after 15 days. This institution proportionally promotes academic, culture, and sport. I got adjusted to this campus within few days because of Umapati sir's influence, as he is open-minded, open-heartedly spoke to us like our friends. Our Dean sir, Mr. Manjunath Rangaraju, promoted me in everything what I wanted to learn with his tips and his guidance. During the first term board exam, sir used to find time to teach us maths for almost 8 hours in his busy schedule. We were enjoying it a lot. We always wanted him to talk about ancient India, real truth about great personalities, great Indian scientists, etc. He always promoted me to become an entrepreneur as I was interested and capable too. He encouraged me to learn through my mistake during my research. Sir used to support me to sleep less and work more. I always want to hear him singing Carnatic Sangeetam. He was not our dean, but also was just like my brother, showing his affection to me and helping me in my tough situation, giving with his tips. Thank you for everything, sir. You are very remarkable and very memorable in my life. Sir, most of my friends used to mock at me, but I thank to them because they made me mentally strong. I will never forget Siddharth SK because I am standing here because of him. As a friend, he was the one who helped me in my tough situation and understood my feelings. My warden Girish sir, who used to scold me to maintain my health properly with his kind-hearted words. I finally thank all the teaching staffs for putting their best effort to teach us effectively. I like to thank my friends who is just my friend who is just like my brother, Swaroop, who suggested me this school. I finally thank my parents for supporting me and correcting me from my birth. Thank you all.
Thank you, Samrudh.
Now I would like to call Adarsh of PHPEMS to share his experience.
Good evening, everyone. I am Adarsh. As many of you might know me, I'm honored to be standing in front of you to share the nostalgic memories and accomplishment of our student life. It's with a heavy heart that I begin my speech today, and I can understand how much we are going to miss this beautiful school. I can undoubtedly say that we are going to miss this place, and as the saying goes, the magic is not in the place, but the people that surround it. I'm glad that I've met many teachers who have guided me in the right direction. Thank you, teachers, for all you have done for us. You all are greatest asset for the school. And now, the best part of my school life is memories with friends. Friends annoy us a lot, but they always support us during our hard times. And my friends, they just annoy me. There are many good memories which my friends, which I can surely cannot forget throughout my life. Those punishments for the entire class when someone don't do the homework, that secretly eating snacks in the class. And I haven't seen a day where Rahil has written tests on his own, and Yashas not being scolded by teachers, and can also feel how hard it hits Hruday to sit constantly in class to listen history lessons. Well, there are many more such beautiful memories that are surely the treasure to cherish rest of my life. We know what we are today, but we know not what we may become tomorrow. As Ashish Chanchlani rightly quotes, that a single piece of paper cannot decide our future, let us promise not to forget each other and not to deal with hardships alone. Let us promise to be in touch no matter what. Let's not shed tears on this day and make it most memorable day of our life. Thank you.
Thank you, Adarsh. Now I call upon Nanda S. Challi of CAIE to speak a few words.
Good evening, all and sundry. I'm Nanda from 10th IGCSE. It has been 7 years since I joined. It's my second home. I have never felt left out because the school has always been a abode of love and affection. I always reciprocate my love. Looking back at my years at PSSEMR School, I can honestly say that there is no better school that is filled with so many wonderful staff who dedicate their time to a fulfillment of every student's individual goals. At this juncture, I would like to thank several important persons on the campus that either encouraged or supported me through this incredible journey. I want to name a few: Sonali, Sridevi, Nihar, Srinidhi, and Darshan sir. These persons have supported me and stood by me through thick and thin. They encouraged me in all my endeavors, provided me with emotional support, and spoke highly of me to anyone who would listen. Thank you, Arun sir, for inspiring, caring, and guiding me. I would want you to know that you are without a doubt pretty much the best teacher of all time. Mom, Thank you for all your hard work, support, and love throughout this difficult and exciting years. I love you very much, Ma. To my friends who I spent countless hours with, studying for tests together and making memories that will last a lifetime. Thank you all. I could not have done it without you. I would like to thank PSSEMR School for giving me the opportunity of developing my education and providing me with a safe learning environment, dedicating staff, and encouraging atmosphere. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, Nanda.
Now I would like to call Roshan of PUC to share his experience.
A warm good evening to all the dignitaries, my teachers, parents, and my wonderful friends. I'm R. Roshan. First and foremost, I would like to thank God. My entry to Babuji SPSS PU College was on 21st Jan 2021. Was an accidental entry. I was here to see this campus for the sake of my brother, but instead of him, I got joined here because of this wonderful campus. But this accident turned out to be something meaningful in my life. In my journey of 2 years, I got to spend only 10 months due to COVID, but still those 10 months had given me the most wonderful experiences, life lessons, and memories. I want to thank all my marvelous teachers present here. I want to miss all enjoyable classes of Venkat sir, knowledgeable and life lesson classes of Srinivas sir. Thanks for the support you had given us. I will try my level best to reach your expectations, sir. I will miss the interesting classes of Mallikarjun sir, marvelous maths class and language classes of Mahesh sir, Islam sir, and Kanchan Lata ma'am. I also thank Muthu sir and Praveen sir for supporting me like a parent and scolding me whenever I make mistake as a true friend. I'm really gonna miss all my wonderful friends as they're the most important part of my journey. Without them, my journey is incomplete. I miss all the fun we had in classes, hostel, and messes and on the field. I even got a bunch of friends who had turned into a true siblings. I want to thank Kirana, Lakshminarayan, Satvik, Ishwar, Madur, Akhilesh, and a few more who were close to me for being with me when I was down, whenever I needed their support, even when I was happy. I genuinely thank Dean sir. I was not close with him, but sir is such a person who will be remembered throughout my life. A special thanks goes to our principal J.S. Vanitha ma'am because whenever we spoke, she used to give me a special vibe of my mother. Now it's time to remember two most important people in my life, my mom and my dad. I have no words to express my feelings, but I just want to convey my deepest gratitude to you, mom and dad. At last, I thank all my friends for making my journey colorful and unforgettable. This college has turned a confused child into a dedicated person. Thank you.
Thank you, Roshan. Now I call upon Bharat of BHP MS to speak a few words.
Life is like a novel, and every day is a new page. If one page is sad, next page will be happy. Do not worry, just turn on the pages and enjoy the life. By this, very good evening to everyone. Myself, Bharat Priyan, grade 10 from Bapuji Higher Primary English Medium CBSE School. I am before you to talk about my 10 years of my schooling.
in BHPEMS School. Well, it is said that in an average, a student spends approximately 10,950 hours in the school, from kindergarten to 10th standard. A great number, right? But it is true. Keep on thinking that our school life is the best time for anyone's life, as we make new friends, as we make learn things and learn craft ourselves a great career. I feel proud that I am studying in highly reputed private school in the city. I am confidently say that my school has never failed to provide us with all the facilities we need along with the quality teachers, sports and cultural activities. I thank all the teachers who always cared and support me. I remember my first day at school. Being a toddler, I was scared and squabbling. I do not wanted to attend any school and I really took some of the time for adjust here. After years, I explored a new world. Further, as saying goes, every end has a new beginning in itself. It's valedictory ceremony now. I feel a bit of emotional, feeling and happy and sad, all mixed emotions at the same time, as I realize we are stepping out of our school. I could saying that we were just like caterpillars. Our school has given us colorful wings by providing essential values, knowledge, and discipline, thus transforming us into an beautiful butterflies with the vibrant colors. Now it's time to fly and spread the good vibes wherever we go until we reach the bigger goals of our lives. Let pledge to become a true citizens, respectful and responsible for serve the country by positive contributing in its progress. Thank you everyone for giving me a wonderful opportunity to speak some words.
Thank you, Bharat.
Now I call upon Jeevan of PHPEMS to speak a few words.
Good evening, one and all. I am Jeevan BR from BHPS MS of Class 10. First and foremost, I am thankful for each and everyone gathered here for making our valedictory ceremony unforgettable and also having me on stage to share my feelings. We have endless memories in this school which shall remain with us forever. I would like to quote few in brief. The most soothing moment in class would be for me would be sometimes when my friends to say they haven't done their homework when I haven't. The most wonderful news for us would be to know that the teacher is on leave. That means we have got an extra PE period. But within no time, all the excitement would come down when a subject teacher would enter the class instead of a sports teacher. Sharing is caring. This mantra would be mostly applied during our lunch breaks. All lunch boxes open for our saver. On the other hand, fighting for silly things was considered our birthright. I cannot forget all the silliness we had throughout these years. Now we had to leave behind all those precious moments and step forward to an entirely new world. My friends, the way we met, became friends and stayed together is unconditional. This is why I think people say student life is golden life, and of course it is. I personally thank each and every one of you for making my schooling life so valuable, precious and unforgettable. A teacher takes a hand, opens a mind and touches the heart. Dear teachers, how can we forget? What we are today is just because of you all. You are the best artists who called us to make us the meaningful sculptures that we are today. I know many times we have troubled you, exhausted you and made you feel awful, but we still love and respect you all. I assure you that all of you occupy a very high status in the life of every student here, and we will always keep you in high regards. Not only teachers, we are also thankful to every staff of this school who contributed and helped us throughout these years in all the aspects. Dear friends, let us not forget. Now as we step out of the school, we will be introduced to a new world full of obligations. Let us overcome every obligations and obstacles with courage and strength and lead our path towards achieving bigger goals. Let me conclude by saying let's take pride in how far we have come. Have faith in how far we can go, but don't forget to enjoy this journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeevan. Now I call upon Alia of BHPEMS to speak a few words.
Raj from BHPMS. Today is the day. Today is the day we woke up and tried to wash down the mixture of excitement and nervousness with a nice strong cup of coffee. Today is the day we rushed around the house, frantically trying to find missing socks, desperately trying to stab the stubborn contactless into our eye, and hurriedly rushing to find those blazers and saris we bought for this day. Today is the day we are finally here. Fellow valedictorians, we have reached a milestone of journey of transversing the expanse of knowledge in our educational needs. Perhaps the process was challenging and frustrating too. My own story began when my primary school teacher asked us the age-old question, what do you want to be when you grow up? Obviously, I could not tell my secret ambition of being princess like Cinderella or Snow White. I reluctantly wrote teacher. How boring, I thought. Little did I know that many years later, I would be loving and being inspired by the same profession so much. Back at home, there are parents who are there from the very start. For me, my parents are my peer support and cheerleaders. Thank you, Mama, Papa, and my family too. Let's also not forget our teachers who have guided and assured us that we would do just fine in our card drills. A big thank you to all of them, including the administrative staff at Student Services. Apart from these group of people, my faith in God was the one that ultimately filled me with love, knowledge, and grace. Oh, my classmates, how can I complete my words without mentioning them? My friends who made us laugh, cry, and sing. Those days spent together are invaluable. My emotions about my classmates are really hard to put into words. They make every single moment as a special one to remember. I will always keep that moments alive by keeping in touch wherever you all may be. Let me conclude with heartfelt gratitude to all. Respected Dean Sir, Principal Ma'am, and all my teachers, all non-teaching staffs whose contribution has made us to become what we are today. We look forward for your love and support in future too. Thank you.
Thank you, Alia.
Now I would like to call Maitri Gandhi of BHPMS to share her experience.
Namaste. Good evening, one and all. I am Maitri Gandhi of Class 10 BHPMS. I am here to share few words with you all. First of all, I would like to say Bapuji School has become our identity. Yes, every part of the school means knowledge that defines our identity. Knowledge not only in the aspect of studies, but even in the sports, culture, and all activities. We all are born in same way and grown up in same way. But what makes the difference is the guidelines given to us, and I can probably say that the values given by our school teachers are precious. Even I came to the school, I remember I was in KG class. I was so scared and could not relate to anything for a long time. I wasn't knowing how to speak properly, but this school has made me to develop in such a way that I can very well differentiate between me before and me now. We will remember this school not just because we have spent more than 10 years, but for all the amazing experiences we have cherished. Whenever someone asks me from which school I am, a feeling of pride arises in me and I speak the most beautiful truth of my life. That is, I am a Bapujian. Yes, I am a Bapujian. I would never forget the craziest thing done by us in our classroom. I will always miss those mimicries, ramp walks, and teasing each other. And I thank my class teacher, Prabhu sir, for always supporting us. We never clapped for them from our balconies and didn't light a candle for their services. This is a time to thank all our teachers to have supported us throughout our learning. Last but not least, I would like to thank every individual in the school. My sincere gratitude to all the staff, teaching and non-teaching both, as every individual in the school has contributed in some or the other way in our progress. I would always appreciate the contribution of every individual in my life, and cherish the beautiful feelings and memories in my school forever. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, Maitri. Now I call upon Madan of BHP MS to speak a few words.
Fancy suits and saris, face full of makeup, eyes full of tears, long hugs and even longer goodbyes. Good evening one and all, I am Madan here from BHPM School. Before I could start, let me take the pleasure of thanking each and everyone who is behind making this beautiful evening possible for us. I'm feeling so delighted, and let me start with talking about someone very important. A world without teacher would be definitely chaotic. There are only few people in our lives who impact our world, and teachers are definitely one of them. Whatever we become is all due to their incredible and selfless contribution. I'm more than grateful to all my dear teachers who have taught me these years. Now, my friends, as all you know, goodbyes always sucks, but every hello inevitably leads to a goodbye. All the 10 years journey of our school life, from being strangers to being friends and to being brothers for life. I look back at the past years with the warmest of memories. In primary classes, the way we used to sing, "Good morning, ma'am," when teacher entered the class, those frustrated lines by our teachers saying, "This is the worst batch I have ever seen." The last minute copying of the homework while teacher is correcting from the worst fresh bench. Beginning teachers for that 1 mark, begging teachers for that 1 mark just to be 1 mark ahead of our best friend, and many such things. We will no longer even get those attention and standardities cautioned by our PE sir. And Dean sir, we even won't forget the retreat all our lives. Seriously, no matter how much we think we hate our school, we would certainly end up missing it once we leave. Anyhow, we are still 2 more months here. Let us commit ourselves to be nice to each other by letting go of all our shyness, ego, and any kind of hatred that we may have for each other, and enjoy the remaining days to the fullest. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, Madan.
Now I call upon Dhanya of PSSEMR to speak a few words.
Namaskaram. I take this great privilege to stand before you and share my experience of journey in PSSEMR. Our campus creates divine atmosphere amongst us. My school days were memorable that gave me mind-blowing experience and made me a strong person. A proudful moment in my life was one such event, which was investiture ceremony. This event made my school days even more brightful. PSSR institution had even nurtured me to shake us a glimpse of my talents. I'm always grateful for this institution for molding the most important years of my life, for encouraging and motivating to become what I am today. Although I was very far away from home, but I never felt like that. It's all because of my friends who made me feel at home. We're the specialists in being naughty at our campus. My heartfelt gratitude to our beloved senior principal, J.S. Vanitha ma'am, for all the support. I feel so overwhelmed and proud to be a student of yours forever, ma'am. I would gratefully thank our Dean sir for always inspiring and praising me. We're gonna miss your prehistoric classes lot, sir. I further take immense pleasure to thank all the unit principals, vice principal, teachers, special mention to my respected 10th grade teachers, and Giri sir, Akshata ma'am, who inspired me during all these years. Special gratitude towards the co-scholastic and non-teaching staff also. Thank you, Priya ma'am, for your support and guidance. To mention delightfully, I thank Ms. Sangeeta G. Nayak. I have found discipline, guidance, care, and love all in one person, and that's you, ma'am. Whenever I fell down, you have rebuilt me in all my worst situations. You have made me believe in myself to dream big. I have shared all my confidential matters with you. The funny fights with you are always everlasting. Thanks a lot for always being beside me. I came to this campus with tears, going back with the tears, but the reason for tears are different. I finally thank my parents for stepping me into such a wonderful and proud institution. Wishing all the valedictorians good luck for their bright future. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, Dhanya. Now I call upon Laksh Mahajan of PSSEMR to speak a few words.
Namaskaram. I am Laksh and I am glad today we all are going graduate from this great institution called PSSEMR School. I have been studying in this school for past 3 years. I like this school because here every child is treated equally and also because of homely atmosphere that is provided by this institution. In this institution, what I like most is whatever career we want to pursue, the teachers will always be to give guidelines and encourage us. I thank all the teachers for their support throughout my school journey, and special thanks goes to Mr. Giriswamy sir, whom I used to call Daddy. Our senior principal Srimati J.S. Vanita ma'am and vice principal Mr. Umapati sir, they always helped me and motivated me by their story behind success. I am thankful to Kamal ma'am, the principal of CBSE, for being kind and helping me to overcome different struggles. Thank you very much, ma'am. Our beloved Dean, Mr. Manjunatha Rangaraju sir. Our beloved Dean, Mr. Manjunatha Rangaraju sir, who helped us to know the truth behind the Indian history. We all are going to miss your classes tremendously, sir. Me and my all friends enjoyed a lot for past 3 years. We used to sing, dance, talk, mimic, play after study hours, and it usually goes on till midnight. Last but not the least, I would like to thank my parents from my bottom of my heart for choosing the right institution for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Laksh.
Now I call upon Nivedita of PSSEMR to speak a few words.
Namaste everyone, I am Nivedita from grade 10. Firstly, I am thankful for this opportunity. I wish to share a glimpse of my experience. The school life is most memorable part in my life. After coming here, I started involving myself in all activities. The school life has trained me in such a way that I can confidently tackle anything. I also came to know more about the importance of Indian culture after coming here. During my early days, when I joined the school in 6th standard, I was the only girl among 30 boys. It was very hard to me and to stay here and to get adjusted. But all my teachers supported and motivated me during those days. My friends are just amazing. They make me feel so comfortable. I'm so grateful to Madra and Danya, who are very supportive and keep motivating me every time. They are kind and naughty too. Trust me, they have no patience, but they want to get into a medical field. I feel that I will not get friends like them in future. Teachers are like a candles who burn themselves and give light to others. In my case, I relate this to all my teachers who taught me, especially Dean sir, Vanita ma'am, Giri sir, Umapati sir, Kamal ma'am and Shivlila ma'am, who motivated and helped me to write poetry, and they also give me many opportunities to explore my creativity and talent. I thank all grade 10 teachers for their endless support, and I also would like to thank Co-Scholastic Department. I'm gonna miss Dean sir classes where he shared with us about real Indian history of India. I also thank Priya ma'am for her valuable support. Lastly, I thank my parents for their endless support and choosing me the best school for me and deciding that I would be comfortable like here I was at my home. Thank you everyone.
Thank you, Nivedita. Now I call upon Namrita of BHP MS to speak a few words.
Good evening, one and all. I am Namrata P of BHPMS. Without taking much time, let me start because I know how hard it is to listen someone patiently. In my lines, there might be some mistakes, but not in my emotion. Let me begin by thanking you all for giving me this opportunity to share few words. Our 10 years of schooling is going to end wonderfully now. I believe it was a wonderful journey. I, I joined BHPMS at 6th standard. That began my journey in this amazing school. To be frank, it wasn't much easy in the beginning, but as days went on, I started enjoy being at school. This will be the most happiest days of our lives. My gratitude will always remain for my school, as this school made me more strong, confident, independent, and has given endless memories. During pandemic, we felt we would lose our schooling, but thankfully, we could come back to school again. When we resumed, one thing that delighted me more was being a prefect of student council. I enjoyed the process of council election and being a captain, though I couldn't exercise much of powers and responsibilities. The one who made these last years of schooling more cool, enjoyable, and filled it with good memories are my gang. Thank you, my dear buddies, A square, PV, and S square. A special dose of love to you six. Cheers to my classmates of 10th M who made it more joyful and cheerful for me. I think I had the best classmates. Now it's thanks to all my beloved teacher. My sincere thanks to all the teachers from primary school to high school who were with us all through our journey. My special thanks to my class teacher Lata ma'am, who knows us to handle us better and understand as nobody could. And Savita ma'am, who is more friendly and try to keep us motivated all the time. All I can say for all of you is a thank you. Finally, my parents, during the times of pandemic when nobody knew what's tomorrow, they struggled to build our future. I promise you both, one fine day I'll make it possible to you to be known as Namrata's parents. And one last mention, if I don't do, my safe zone will definitely shrink. That's my brother. Thank you all three for always being with me. Before I conclude, my special thanks to Dean sir for organizing such a beautiful event for us and adding to our memories that would remain our lifetime to cherish. We all are gonna miss everyone and everything in this school for sure. Thank you.
Thank you, Namrita.
Now I call upon Madhura Goddemi of PSSEMR to speak a few words.
Good evening, everyone. It is a great opportunity to share my experiences in this school. After visiting this campus, I thought I would not be so comfortable because I was a kind of a girl who was not at all interested in sports, but the facilities they provided made me gain interest. I thought boarding school teachers would be very strict, but here it is contrary. Teachers are so friendly and supportive. I thank Umapati sir for molding me into a better person in my academics and other activities. I also thank Yogesh sir, Soumya ma'am, Girish sir, Shivlila ma'am, and all teachers for your great support. My day starts with friends who are like gems in my life. We quarrel each other and share our feelings amongst us. To specially mention Priya ma'am, who has been so good to me, taken care of me so well, so that I never missed my mom. And she always helped me to overcome my difficulties. When I refuse to eat, she feeds me. She has provided a comfort zone to me, so I share all secrets with her. The scrimmages that I had with her are so memorable. You did not only teach me what is good in life, ma'am, but also inspired me to do good in life. I'm so grateful for your endless support, ma'am. I may not forget Dean sir's classes in which you made all of us hungry to read many books, sir. I thank Vanita ma'am and Kamal ma'am for their encouragement to do something more. And I also thank my parents for choosing the best institution and supporting me always. Feels like I've just stepped in yesterday, but it has been 3 years now. I'm surely gonna miss my friends teachers, and school. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Madhura. Dear audience, we are extremely excited to present to you the promo of the, the Art of Seeing What is Invisible, an upcoming short movie by the students of our school. It was truly incredible. All the best for the team.
Now I call upon Rohan of PUC to speak a few words.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen who are present over here. I am Rohan J of 2nd PUC. I have been here in this campus for past 5 years. I have made a bunch of memories on this campus. I have got a wonderful dean who is like a brother to me, who take care of us, motivate us, guides, walk us to a right path and fulfill all our wishes. I want to thank him for everything that he did for us in these years. I have gotten a naughty gang where we used to tease each other. The best part is I was lucky to be a part of such a group of boys, enjoying every moment, and I will not forget IG boys teasing them for every move. Sometimes we went for cycling around the campus at 2 a.m. and got chased by dogs. Those days were the best. If I had not made a choice to come over here, I would have lost a very precious moment in my life. I would have not met the people that I have seen here anywhere else. I want to thank my dean sir with the entire PSSA family from the bottom of my heart. Every one of you have made an impact on graduates who sit here today. Thank you.
Thank you, Rohan.
Now I call upon Shreya SS of PSSEMR to speak a few words.
Namaskaram everyone. I'm Shreya SS from grade 10 CBSE. I'm very grateful for this opportunity to stand before you all and share my experience. When I came here, I used to regret coming to this school and I used to scold my parents for sending me this too. But today standing here, I feel I have made the best decision and I thank that my parents, father and mother for being there in all my conditions. I thank all my teachers for providing me with the knowledge and moral support that I need to face my future. And today standing here, speaking in front of you all is just because of them who have groomed me so well. I thank all the teachers from bottom of my heart. And of course, hostel memories are the best ones. Our punishments, impositions, argument for extra phone calls, skipping meals, birthday surprise preparations, excuses for jogging and chapati, and the list goes on. Only our warden knows how she has tolerated us, and I think we should call Priya ma'am as Priya Ma because she is truly mother of all of us. I thank you, our warden, for your love and care. As said, time passes really fast and never takes a U-turn. It was just like I was in grade 8 few days ago. Within a blink, I'm standing here and giving my valedictorian speech. Some people arrive in life and make such a beautiful impact that you can never even imagine how life would be without them. And they are my friends. Actually, no, they are my family who have been there in my happiness and equally in my tough times. Everyone has one person whom they consider the role model, and for me, it is our dean. I have never said to this you personally, sir, but I really follow you in my life. Thank you, sir, for the wonderful surprise which you gave me on my birthday, coming to my hostel, wishing me at 12 with all my 10th family. I thank you, sir. I still get nostalgic when I remember this day. Lastly, I can't thank enough for whatever values I carry from this school and the way the school has molded me from past 3 years. In fact, I can digest the fact that I'm saying farewell to the institution. Thank you all for the millionth time.
Thank you, Shreya. Now I call upon Harish of PUC to speak a few words.
Namaste. My name is Harish Goda, studying in 2nd PUC. I am in a mixed state of feelings. I am both excited and sad. I'd like to share my golden moments on this campus. I started my journey on this campus in 2014. I studied from grade 6 to 10th in the Department of CAIE. I enjoyed myself thoroughly and enjoyed the curriculum, of course. CIE played a pivotal role in shaping and molding me up. The most memorable moments are celebrating Christmas and many more activities as well. After finishing my 10th in CAIE, I joined PUC, but I missed face-to-face learning and meeting my friends in person due to pandemic. After a year of break, I met my classmates and wonderful lecturers. You know, when we enjoy something or have fun, the time flies. On this day, I got an opportunity to thank all the CAIE teachers, PUC lecturers, and also my special thanks to our Dean sir, Arun sir, Rajesh sir, JS Vanita ma'am, Kamal ma'am, and many more as well. I'm sure these moments were frozen. I'd like to pour my heart out. Please be regular touch with me, my friends. Life is so short. Always do as long as it does not hurt others. Wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Harish.
Now I call upon Trilokya of PUC to speak a few words.
Namaste. I stand here before you, looking back on 5 years of legacy we have all made together. I am Tailoka S. Kabur, and this is the 5th year of my journey in this campus. I am excited to be here, not only to address the distinguished graduate and alumni at PSSEMR campus. I am also proud to share my experience with you all. Every little encounter and excited experience gained here will be remained as my memory throughout my life. Initially, I didn't want to be in the hostel, but today, when I look back, I know that I will never regret even a single day I spent here. It made me glorious to have all my friends and teachers who made me to follow the right pathway as the road not taken. At last, I would like to thank all my teachers, friends, and non-teaching staff for making my journey successful and fruitful. This institution had played crucial role in shaping me. Thank you.
Thank you, Trilokya. Now I call upon Sudeep of PUC to speak a few words.
Namaskaram. Good evening to all. I am Sudeep Reddy of 2nd PUC. I am here to share my 2250 days of wonderful experience in this campus since 2014 to the present day. I was just 11 years old when I came to this campus. Everything was new to me, but as time passed, everything changed. When I was in 4th or 5th grade, we used to run for phone calls on Sundays, but now it's like phone tane maadidrad bidu. I have great memories in this campus, one of which I'd like to share that we stole final exam math question paper in 8th standard. Even Revdi and Rohanjay were one among us. They were the ones who solved the paper in the hostel, but I was so dumb that I couldn't even solve the paper on the exam day. This says how weak I was in maths. I'd like to thank Trilokya, the sweetest friend I ever had. He has been more like an elder brother to me, sometimes even replaced my mother. Thank you, Trilokya, for caring so much about me. I'd like to thank our beloved Dean Sir, Mr. Manjunath Rangaraju. Sir, thank you so much for supporting me in all aspects. And sir, there exists no mentor like you. Mentor like you. Sorry. I would like to thank my 6 great friends. I said it correct. I would like to thank my 6 great friends who are here. Akhilesh P, as known as Akhilesh Pearl, Harshan Chetan, as known as Application Brothers, Ronje, aka Milk or Cow, Trilokya, aka Bai, Dimant, aka Instagram. Thank you everyone for making my 2 years of PUC extremely joyful. Sleepless nights, countless debates on stupid things, endless laughs and some tears, and limitless memories which I can't say in 2 minutes. Thank you. Namaskaram.
Thank you, Sudeep.
Now I call upon Lalit Aditya of PUC to speak a few words.
Good evening, respected dignitaries, Dean Sir, Principal Ma'am, teachers, and my fellow friends. Firstly, I thank Dean Sir for giving me this opportunity to speak. Thank you so much, sir. I would now like to share my experience with all of you present here. I had been studying here since grade 8th. I thank my parents for sending me to this institution. On my first day, I was amazed seeing this campus. In fact, a very big campus to be described. I usually run into problems, but I had friends and teachers who were with me all the time to support and encourage me and face them head on. I'm sure it was a real pain in the head for the wardens and the teachers to handle hundreds of different students. Hats off to their hard work and commitment. In the last 5 years, I have experienced many new things, and my good pals were from the IGCSE who are still with me. I have enjoyed a lot. Even at the times of COVID, we had actually lost hope on academics, but our Dean Sir made us the path easy for us to walk. I will miss this campus, the food, people whom I have been with. There's a quote, surrender yourself to the master and he will show you the right way. These precious words were told by our Dean Sir that will ring in my mind always. Thank you so much. Namaskaram.
Thank you, Lalit. Now I call upon Mohammad Siam of PUC to speak a few words.
Good evening to one and all present over here. I am Mohammad Siam of 2nd PUC. It feels surreal to occupy this stage. Now I feel excitement and sadness to an equal degree. This is my 4th joyful year sharing with this institution. My life has changed ever since. I never felt that I was far from home. It didn't take much time to get along with new people and make new friends. I would thank the beautiful people of this institution and making an institution for making my time a memorable one. I would like to thank all my 9th and 10th standard teachers and PUC lecturers. Without you all, I'm nothing. Where I am now and will be, it will be all because of you all. Dean Sir, చింతించకండి మిమ్మల్ని వదలవేళ్ళను మిమ్మల్ని ఎప్పుడు మర్చిపోను నా లైఫ్ అలోకి వచ్చినంతకలు ధన్యవాదములు. Dear Arun Sir, நீல்கன் அன்பின் இலக்கணம் உங்களே நான் எப்போதும் மறக்க மாட்டேன். Congratulations on your accomplishment. Wishing you a future filled with success and joy of seeing your dreams come true. Accept my warmest thankful wishes for all being here and making this day a special and memorable one. I would like to thank my Ammi, Tabbu Appa and my Saim Bhaiya for coming here tonight. Your memories is a gift and I will forever treasure. Thank you all for being here and have a spectacular evening.
Thank you, Siam.
Now I call upon Yojit of PSSEMR to speak a few words.
Namaskaram. I am Yojit. We are graduating from this school, and graduating from this school is like going away from home. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to share my experience. This is my first year in this school, and in 1 year I have made infinity of memories. First and foremost, I would like to thank our Dean Sir, Mr. Manjunatha Rangaraju, and all other teachers for supporting me so much. This year, I participated in a competition held in Bahrain. The support I got from the school was extraordinary. Each and everyone supported me to train well. The best I like in Dean Sir is that Sir gives equal importance to education and sports. I like to listen Dean Sir classes because they are very interesting and Sir reveals the Indian history. Sir also motivates and suggests many books which gives valuable information. John Sir, Sanjeev Sir and Rajshekar Sir supported me so much. They were the persons who guided me for the competition. Thank you, teachers. Vedashri ma'am is my swimming coach. She is not only the teacher, she is like my mother and best friend. She is even my motivational speaker. You came late into my life, ma'am, but no one can replace you. Veeresh sir, we all like your classes and they are very fun and enjoyable. Sir calls me swimming in the class and I still don't know whether sir knows my name. Even sir teaches dance in our classes and everyone knows how it is. Sangeeta ma'am and Lakshmi ma'am are the most friendly teachers who encouraged me when I am stuck with the difficulties. Rudrama ma'am, I don't think so I could have passed the exams without you. My friends here are mind-blowing. We are out of imagination. No one can guess what we are. Some of my best friends are Pratik, Naeem, Yashas and Deepak. The things we did are unexplainable. And now comes our Principal Kamal ma'am, who scolds before everyone and is friendly when I am alone. Her teaching is fantabulous. Thank you, ma'am. I think my parents have chosen me the correct campus for me. When I joined in the school, I started to participate in all the events. Here, the moments I spent are unforgettable. Thank you and love you all.
Thank you, Yojit. Now I call upon Sanjay S. of PUC to speak a few words.
A happy evening to my beloved teachers and my fellow mates. I, Sanjay of PUC, here to share my experience in this institution. My life journey in PSSEMR has been amazing. It's one of the best part of my life. First and foremost, I would like to thank my parents and my grandfather for choosing a best institution for my education. The first person who comes to my mind whenever I remember PSSEMR is our senior principal ma'am. Ma'am was the first person whenever I remember PSSEMR. Ma'am has supported me a lot. When I joined this institution, I was the most naughtiest child. I used to trouble everybody. I used to run out from this campus. Ma'am helped me a lot. She molded me. She tolerated all my mistakes. She supported me in my education. Thank you very much, ma'am. The best person I have ever met in my life is our Dean sir. He is a person whom I like a lot. He is really a Superman personality in my school and college days, an extraordinary and dynamic personality. He has supported us throughout the journey on this institution. He cares us like his children and he treats me like his friend. Sir, thank you very much, sir. And I was waiting for this day. I always wanted to tell one word to you, sir. And this is the perfect day. Love you, sir. A piece of advice I would like to put forward, a small suggestion from a student of PSSEMR to the parents who have gathered here. If you want your child to be a successful person in life, make them a part of PSSEMR institution. This place really makes weak people strong and stronger people become much stronger. This place is amazing. We can get all the opportunities what we wanted. I entered this campus in 2017. It was June 5th and time 3 o'clock, 21 minutes PM. When I entered this campus, I saw many different faces I have seen here. And this institution gave me a friend. He's amazing. He never cheats anybody. He cares me like his brother. I got a brother from another mother. I want to tell like this. He's amazing. He never hurt anybody. He never trouble anybody. He is very kind-hearted. Dayanand CK. He is my best friend. Always wanted to tell about him. In my school days, I got amazing teachers like Kamal ma'am. I used to trouble her a lot. I used to call her mummy. Thank you, ma'am, for being such an amazing teacher. And a good brother like Yogesh sir and Muthu sir. And my lecturers are my best in my college days. They never treated me as their students. They always treated me like his friends. Really, I'm immensely blessed to get such an amazing institution for my education. Thank you.
Thank you, Sanjay.
Now I call upon Mohammed Suhail of BHPEMS to speak a few words.
Good evening, distinguished chief guest, guest of honor, honorable dean sir, beloved principal madam, all the unit heads of both the schools, respected teachers, and my dear friends. I am Mohammed Zuhail of BHPM School, feeling honored to stand before you. I would like to express my gratitude and appreciation to all my teachers, friends, and family members who helped me to get to where I am right now. As a valedictorian, I owe to express a lot on behalf of all my fellow mates. To begin with, a little over 12 years ago, I was 4 years old, and I still remember my first day of school. I was so excited about my new uniform and new books. My parents were there with their camera, snapping pictures and wishing me well. Years rolled on, and in some way, nothing much has changed in all these 12 years. Still, we get excited with every small things, and still our parents get tense about our future, and still our teachers treat us like kids. This is how things are different at certain points. 12 years ago, I was excited but had no idea about the implications of the journey I was about to begin. I had no idea that after first grade, there would be second grade and third grade and so on. Today, I know we all are standing in the brink of our future, the first day of the rest of our life. Alan Kay beautifully quotes, "The greatest way to predict the future is to invest it." Some of us here today, including our parents, might be wondering how our lives are going to turn out. It is okay to wonder, but I also think it is important to realize that our future is not just something that happens to us, it is something we create for ourselves. So, fellow graduates, I urge you today to embrace the opportunity before you. Take what we have learned throughout the last years and put it to good use. Past 2 years of pandemic created so much crisis in the world. The greatest crisis was felt by we the students. We almost feared ending up being home quarantined till the end of our schooling. We almost felt our school days would end up without being able to attend the physical classes. Fortunately, we could be back to school and spend the rest of this year together. Though we could be at school, we lost most of our privileges as students due to COVID safety protocols. We missed all our assemblies, inter-house competitions, sports, and our most favorite activity, field trips and excursions. Yet the positive part of the entire story was finally we were back to school. Thanks to our Indian government and our school management for prioritizing students and their academics over this situation. What a great gift it is to be as prepared as we are, because not all schools offer such advantages to its students as our school does. This school has provided us a high degree of academic excellence and fostered us to grow well in all the fields such as sports, arts, cultural activities. We started as toddlers and today we stand 5 feet tall, ready to face the world. This journey is very special to all of us as it is filled with 1,000 memories. As I stand before you, confident yet humble, I owe it to all our dear teachers. So blessed we feel to have you all as our true mentors. We have been troublesome, naughty, driven you up and down. Thus far you have been patient, kind and stern whenever needed. The building blocks of our growth were built in your hands. You cut us in size and filled us in. I, on behalf of the entire 10th standard, would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to all our teachers who held our hands from kindergarten to class 10. This evening will go quiet if I don't mention about our dear parents who have stood the test of time. They held our hand and lent their shoulders and even carried our punching bags. On behalf of all, I would like to express my sincere, lovable, and affectionate appreciation to all the dads and moms. This 12-letter word sum up our feelings. I have seen in my years at Bapuji that we don't have to look far for an inspiration, but each one of us have the potential to make an inspiring contribution to others by being true to our values and committing ourselves to lofty goals. Today, as we are celebrating what we have accomplished, let's look forward with an eye towards how we too can be an inspiration for others in our lives. Friends, let us stay connected to each other. Let the friendship we have made here last a lifetime. Respected dignitaries and my fellow mates, this solemn evening would not have been possible without the earnest support and encouragement from the management. Our chairman, Sri S.S. Ganeshwar, one of our favorite teacher and philosopher, the most loving and a role model to almost all of us, our young and dynamic dean, Sri Manjunatha Rangaraju sir, our most affectionate, experienced principal, Srimati J.S. Vanitha ma'am, and my beloved teachers for making this evening absolutely enthralling and memorable to last a lifetime. Thank you so much. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. I conclude with this, wishing all my friends a great future.
That was a wonderful speech from our valedictorian Mohammad Suhail. Thank you. Now I call upon Neil of CAIE to speak a few words.
Good evening, everyone. I am Neil from grade 10 CEIE. I joined PSSEMRS in 8th grade, and it took me 2 years to completely adjust to it. PSSEMRS is very different from any school I've ever been to. It has excellent sports facilities, extremely capable faculty, and very, very, very good food. To be honest, I didn't quite get adjusted to the food, but I'm sure many of you are fine with it. Anyway, I would like to mention my friend Surut, who was the first person to talk to me and show me around when I first got here. For the first few months, I didn't get along with anyone. I didn't get involved in most events, and I stayed aloof. They say you will only understand the value of something if it goes away, and let me tell you, that's true. I never understood the value of my great friends. I didn't bother to get along with them for about 1.5 years, and I really regret that. Now that we are all graduating and might never see each other again, I'm realizing how much I'm going to miss them. I'll always remember my time in the hostel and the crazy things we used to do there. I would like to mention my best friends, Nihar, Yashwant, Satvik, Atar, and Surut. Thank you guys for making these 3 years of my life the best years. They had my back during my best and my worst, when I was happy and when I was sad. They always pushed me to try to be the best version of myself. I had some of the most memorable memories when I was with them, and if I had to go through this journey again, I wouldn't pick anybody else to hang out with. You know how literally every person talks to you about how great their childhood was and they wish they could go back to their school life? Well, like everyone else, I was told that too by many people, including my own parents, and I could not imagine how anyone would possibly want to get up in the morning and go to school. I never understood how anyone would want to sit through classes, complete homework, etc. I was 10 at the time. Now I understand what they were saying. Now that I am about to leave all my friends, maybe for a long time, that feeling really hits hard. Every morning when I got up, I was reminded the fact that this day was approaching fast. On one hand, I was graduating, something I had basically worked towards since first grade. And on the second hand, I was leaving these wonderful people. I had mixed emotions, and I'm still not sure how to feel. Now I want to talk about procrastination. You might have never heard of that. Let me give you an example. This happened 2 years ago. A teacher gave us all homework to write an essay and said that we had 3 days time to submit it. I was happy because that meant 2.5 days of fun. So that's what I did. I had fun for 2 days, and the night before the deadline, I stayed up late and finished it. After submitting it, the teacher called me, and obviously it was a very bad essay. That is procrastination. When you think, oh, I still have time, I'll do it later, that is procrastination. I'm saying this from experience. Do not do that. You'll only regret it later. I know every person says this, and you might feel, oh, he's making us bored with lectures we hear every day, but it's true. Always remember, easy choices is equal to hard life, but hard choices is equal to easy life. My friend Satvik told me this, and it basically sums up how success is achieved. I know some of you still think about working smarter, not harder, but as our chief guest of Krida event, Mr. Rajiv said, smart work will come when it's supposed to come, but hard work is always required. I thank our dean, principal, and all teachers who have given me this opportunity to speak as the valedictorian for CAIE. Thank you everyone who have been on this journey with me for the past 3 years. May all of you end up doing what you love and not what others force you to. Good luck and thank you.
That was a wonderful speech from our valedictorian Neil. Thank you.
Now I call upon valedictorian Dayanand of PUC to speak a few words.
Hello everyone, good evening. It's my honor today to deliver the commencement address for this incredible student body. First of all, I would like to congratulate all the students here, including myself, for finally graduating. I am Danan and I am here to share my journey in this campus. I stand before you looking back on 12 years of legacy we all made together. When I left home 12 years back, I wasn't sure what I'll get in return. I was excited, but at the same time, little scared of the new reality. This is my 12th year in this campus, and I don't feel that I have traveled this long. I am feeling as this is my first year. A teacher plays a very important role in students' life. It can be anywhere from kindergarten to school to college. Teacher helps students to be good and successful in whatever they do. On this special occasion, I would like to thank my teachers, lecturers, who made me to take these steps forward in my life. Coming to my sports journey in this campus, initially I had less interest in sports. Later my PE teacher, Swami sir, encouraged me to join handball. I was trained for around 1 year, and later, which my friend Chetan and I got selected for national level handball championship, which was held at Delhi. Don't stop after your first failure. Try until you get success. I said this because me and my team lost many matches like CBSE clusters during 9th standard. And in the same year, we lost 5 matches in state level, which was held in this campus, but we still had hopes that we will win in future matches. That came true during my 10th standard. We went for CBSE clusters, which was held in Solapur, and bagged 3rd place in that tournament. In the history of PSSEMR School, our team was the first team to bring trophy in CBSE cluster level tournament. In this occasion, I would like to thank my friend Devraj and my sister Sanjana Shetty and my parents who brought me here. One of the most valuable friendship that anyone can make is friends. I have lots of memories with my friends. Few of them are midnight bicycle rides in the campus, playing badminton late night till 3 a.m., eatable rides in the hostel, playing hide and seek in the college block, and the most difficult thing was to convince our principal to cancel the weekly test. On this day, the speech remains incomplete without thanking the great person who took care of me as a father in all the ways I have traveled. During lockdown, the whole country was suffering due to corona. At this time, he, with so much love and care, brought us here and gave us good education that we need. We'll try our best, sir. We'll try our best to good result, good to give good results, sir. You never said no for all the wishes which we asked for you, and that great person is our dean, Mr. Manjanath Rangaraju, sir. For all this, I say love you, sir. Coming to the developments in the campus, I have seen many changes in the field of sports, education and cultural activities as compared to before. I think I will not get the campus like this in my future days. Lastly, I end up by saying love you PSSEMR.
That was an amazing speech by our valedictorian, Dayanand. Thank you, Dayanand. Now I call upon valedictorian Siddharth SK of PSSEMR to speak a few words.
Namaste to all. I am Siddharth. My journey as PSSREN started in grade 9 with an uncustomary practice of studying, that is through online classes. In fact, it was me who was quite excited to leave a hostel life, and that is it. I came here. After long term of online classes, I entered this Vidyalaya, which is no less than a Devalaya for me. My days in this beautiful campus were really wonderful and joyful. At first, I thought it would be very tough for me to stay in the hostel away from my home, away from my mom, and away from my phone as well. But to its contrary, it just took me a week to get adjusted here and start my happy days. All this was only possible because of the environment around me and my friends I got here. I really have to say this. My friends over here provided the better and happier version of my life. The love, care, attachment, support, fun, joy, and the endless pyar I got to share with them cannot be forgotten. The most valuable gift you can receive is an honest friend. I have got many such. There are friends, there is family, and then there are friends that become family. To my fortune, I've got this as well. The best part is my home over here, which is BH3. I have been with different sort of students with crazy characters, which gave plenty of reasons to laugh and enjoy every single day. I also got my first nickname here, that is SK. The late night talks, songs, mimicry shows, eating chocolates till 2 a.m. in the morning, preparing cakes and cutting them at 12 a.m. in our dorms are really unforgettable. The sports and studies we competed in, the mess we ate in, the fields we played in, and the movies we watched are so mesmerizing. I thank the wardens who looked after us all the time, cared for us, took our responsibilities. A special mention to our beloved warden Giriswamy sir. The care and support you have given me is immense. The teachers of this school are truly tremendous. I feel lucky to get this set of teachers who guided me in all the possible ways. Not to forget my PE teachers who brought discipline, moral values, and time management, and many other qualities in me. We are obliged to have our ever-supporting guide, that is Mr. Umapati sir, who has been with me all the time in the school. I'm very privileged to get these special persons in my life: Trailokya, Sudeep Reddy, Akhilesh, Rohan J, Dhimant, Dayanand, Chetan Revudi, and Harsh Bhaiya. I really love spending time with them. Since I've come here, all of them have been showing their care towards me. The Sundays I spent with them are the best Sundays of my life. Coming to Dean, sir. Sir, I have never seen a personality like you. You are my guru, and I have submitted myself to you. The way you taught us, helped us, and looked after us is really heart touching. Your classes are really the best ones. I love you, sir. I extend my endless gratitude towards you. I draw a lot of inspiration from you, sir. I just adore, admire, obey, and follow you. Also, I'm so grateful for being designated as a CBC school captain. I always loved doing things as a leader in this campus. This has got me onto a separate track of life. For me, hostel life is the best life, and that too, this campus and this school has given us all that I wanted and even more than that. I'm so proud and happy to be a part of PSSEMR School, and I'm thankful for all that this institution has given me. The festivals like Ganesh Chaturthi, Deepavali, Mahashivratri, Kannada Rajyotsava that we celebrated here are so memorable. My days in this campus are incomparable. My school, my pride. Thank you.
Thank you, Siddharth. Once again, thank you all for sharing your experience.
We feel greatly honored to have with us the Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. Charles Ma, the well-known Bharatnatyam dancer and a teacher who is a complete antithesis to all our stereotypes. May I now invite Mr. Charles Ma to address the gathering, and we also request Sir to inspire our students with his breathtaking performance. Sir, please.
Check. Great. Hi guys, good evening. Good evening to the monitor. I'm a performer, so I'm used to the monitor hitting me back. Such a beautiful evening, and you guys take me back to my beautiful life. I've lived a beautiful life because I've blocked out the bad things. So I'll tell you a few stories about, and I do live a beautiful life even today. I live a beautiful, very, very fulfilling life. And I'll come a little forward. The monitor is hitting me. So I like telling stories, and you children like hearing stories, I'm sure, because when I was in 10th standard, and you know, in 10th I was the weakest, smallest boy. And I remember there was a Mahajan boy walking by. So my friends were like him, tall and 6 feet, and I was very small. And my friends were like goondas. So we had a teacher called Mrs. D'Souza. And the days we didn't want English class, we'd go story, story, story. And Mrs. D'Souza would tell us stories. So I'll tell you a story. So I go back to a time, I'm young looking, I'm not young. Not as old as your senior teachers though. Bangalore was a beautiful place. Scenic, you know, imagine this. So early morning the auto man would come and pick us up and drop us in school, a convent school, St. Joseph's. Beautiful trees, and Bangalore was the place where at 7 in the morning, when you breathe, there was fog and mist. So Bangalore was like Kodaikanal or like Coorg. It was like a hill station, and beautiful exotic birds and all that. And then as we get older, we boys wanted cycles, so we'd take cycles, and 5 o'clock we'd go back home from school, and the sun is setting. One in Bangalore, if you're familiar with Bangalore, one car is passing, and that car guy is waving to the school kids. We had these Scottish woolen blazers. You're wearing formal suits. No. So I belonged to that time. Life was beautiful. So I know this boy, right, from that time, this small boy, was very scared. He used to play with his pants like this all the time. This boy used to always do this and keep on rubbing his nose like this, always rubbing his nose. And when somebody comes, he would hide behind his mother. Then it became hide behind his teacher. And one day this boy, his teacher said something. There was an argument about the tiger is orange and black stripes. The teacher said the tiger is yellow with black stripes. So the child couldn't figure it out, and everybody started laughing, and this child started crying. Then this child became very, very fat. Because obviously a shy child has, like, sensitive children have issues, right? So this child was very shy. And this child stopped playing. This child stopped going out. This child stopped having friends. And this child became very fat because the child is at home and only with his mother and friends. What happens when you're not like your classmates, right? So this child was made fun of, and this child was really like, closer? Oh, you can hear me? Okay. So this child was, did I break that? I'm sorry. I hope I didn't break it. So this child was bullied in class. Terribly bullied, right? This small, short, fat boy was bullied. Then this boy had enough. This boy became thin in 7th standard on his own. Became prefect, became vice captain, became one of the most popular children in school, became the cultural secretary in POC, and became an achiever to the point that this one boy told his mother, "Ma, these are the marks I got." His mother said, "Is it? I'm busy. Copy my signature and give it to your teacher." And that child was very, very culturally active. So the school principal one day told his friend, Raskina, "Ivanige Kannada helkodu, ivanige Kannada baralla anta." So after school, Praveen was teaching this boy. The second PC results came. This boy got more than Praveen who taught him. So Praveen who taught this boy got 66 and this boy got 76. Everybody said this boy is going to fail his second PUC. This boy graduated, being the cultural secretary and getting a first class. Who was that boy? That boy was me. Right? And the story is not over. After that, this boy discovered Bharatanatyam by mistake. Okay, that's another story. You're a very internet savvy generation. Go watch the story or go watch my story. Anyway, so I got into Bharatanatyam. A lot of problems with that. Why did I get into it? Because I was a contemporary dancer and I wanted a better base. So all the contemporary dancers there at that time had a good base, Kathak, Bharatanatyam or whatever. Okay? So I'll just tell you how I got into it. So I was part of a production and it was a filmy dance thing. So there were Kathak dancers there and so I don't fit the image of what a classical dancer is, no? So what is a classical dancer? First of all, you say Bharatanatyam Kathak dancer, you'll see one beautiful South Indian girl, Balme Gajara, you'll see a Bharatanatyam dancer with the matis, the chutti and the kajal. I'm not what you think a dancer should look like, okay? So this beautiful girl was doing contemporary dance, so she did this, right? And she did this. So this is a flower and this is a bee. It means union. So very innocently I said, "Can I also do that?" And she's like, "This is not for juniors. Go that side." I come from an all boys school. Okay, the blood was hot. So I felt very insulted. I said, okay, I'm going to teach this girl a lesson. And that's how I got into Bharatanatyam. Okay, I kept at it. First of all, 20 years ago, India was a different place. Oh boy, doing Bharatanatyam, boy, oh God, boy. And a lot of funny things happened where my friends would, first at home, so when you become a dancer, first in school, in dance class, you're wearing track pants. Then when you become a dancer, you wear dhotis, you wear a panche. So I used to wear it and go to class, come back home and wash it and dry it. So middle class families, we used to share terraces. So my mother's like, hey, uncle is taking our space. Uncle is drying his dhoti in my line. Why? The dhoti was mine. Then I would go early morning before college and practice. And Bharatanatyam, you get this sound. You're familiar with it, right? So we do this in the Aramandi, right? The sound is going down. No, whatever you're doing this, you're doing this. What is that sound? My mother said, early morning, what are you doing on the terrace? I said, ma, karate. So as long as there is karate, oh, boys do karate, girls do Bharatanatyam, you're fine. You're fine with that. Years went on like that, it went on. College. So one day I was playing football and I said, I'm going. My friend's like, hey, where are you going, man? I said, I'm going to dance class. They said, you dance? What dance? I said, do Bharatanatyam. All my friends were rolling on the floor. They were laughing. They said, you have such small eyes. Do this, do this. Let me see you do Bharatanatyam, they said. So that was one challenge. And everybody said, you do Bharatanatyam. Look at your face. Look at your eyes. You have such small eyes. Do this, everyone would say. Then my friends, for girls, chi. Don't do Bharatanatyam. Anything else is okay. I remember running down the staircase one day and my neighbor's like, where you going? Dance class. Big man, 6 feet. He said, he said. I was playing football. He saw my football and he saw my guard. Oh, see, football, very good. You must do football. No, don't do dance, football. All these challenges happened. One day, Christ College. So Christ College, I'm going to take your time. Listen to the good stories. I'll finish it fast. So Christ College is located in Koramangala, and the surrounding areas are very, very Kannada Brahmin areas. All the good children come from there. Jainagar, Basvan, Gudi and all that. So the minute the bell rings, all the good children will take their bags and go off home. And who are these? They are Bharatanatyam dancers. So an invitation from one of India's IIT Sarang came, and there was a competition for a solo. All the girls, they said, can you go? All big gurus students. The girls who leave, at the ring of the bell, the girls who went home cannot go alone to Chennai, that too with boys, 25 years ago. Okay. Who did they catch? Hey, they said, that fellow does Bharatanatyam. Take him. They put me in one bus alone, first time out of my house, put a ticket in my hand and said, hey, my seniors told me, they were ragging me. Go. So I went there. I remember going to Chennai and I went, and IIT Sarang is huge. They have deer in the campus, mongoose and deer, wildlife. I reached at 4 o'clock. I had to have bath, competition 8 o'clock. I opened a tap. The tap, brown water is coming. And all that. I want to use the toilet. I flushed the toilet is flushing me. And I had to run. I got ready. And they said, where's the competition? Go there, they said. So imagine 20 years ago, 25 years ago, look at me. I was very thin and small. I was like one rat I was. They said, go there. I went. I opened the door. And there were 50 beautiful girls all dressed up, And always the girl is with the mother, with the auntie, because if you are a dancer, you know that the pattu and the konda has to be tied up by them. I was shivering. Just shivering. Then I was a little brave. 50 girls and one boy. I remember one beautiful girl, till even today, this is 20 years ago, beautiful big eyes she had, like a camera. Her eyes were so big, And she was standing with her aunt, her mother or something. Like I call them 70 mm eyes. Like how camera is, right? So that's 70 mm. So very beautiful girl, South Indian girl. Remember so much of white flowers and that martel, Thalai Samanam and all that. The thing in Tamil is called Thalai Saman. If you're Tamil, you'll know. So she stands with her mother here, and I walked in with one small bag like this and one white veshti, and she looks at me like this. and she whispers to her mother's ear. Already my confidence is super low, and this beautiful girl's making fun of me. I said, God, now I have to win this competition. And the competition started, and after every name, so you'll hear the name, say the girl is going. Archana from, say, Etiraj College, student of Padma Shri Guru so-and-so. Next girl, a student of Guru Padma Vibhushan Kalai Mamani Nritya Chudamani, and as the name came, you realize all these big name students are coming and you're getting more and more scared. And then they announced my name, and one foreigner had danced, poor thing. I don't know where she learned dance. She put one juttu here, she tied one juttu like this, and she put one small malike hua like that. She wore one churidar and she was dancing. And her tala was everywhere. This girl was doing something, poor thing. So they said, oh God, now like this one more, send this one. I was number 45. They put me number 7 of 6. I said, God save me. I went and danced. We all finished, and we're waiting. Third place, somebody. Second place, I'm like, okay, let's go home. And I got the first place. So, a life-defining moment, okay, life-defining. And after that, I did this. Yes, that's what I did, you know. And I saw that girl looking at me. Then that girl comes to me and says, oh, you are very good. Whose student are you? I'm like, I'm Purnima teacher student, you know. So like that, the challenges went on, and then I became a very successful dancer. I became everybody's favorite huduga in Bengaluru. And then there was failure also, right? I tasted failure at a very young age. You know, I said something wrong to a journalist and it didn't go well, and failure happened, and I thought I'm over. But then somewhere in my heart I said, okay, now you've been truthful always. I've always told the truth. I don't tell you lies. I only tell lies when it's an emergency. Others I don't tell lies. So I always tell the truth. I stuck by it. And I went on and I went on. And today I went to become one of Bangalore's most competent young teachers. I am one of Bangalore's most competent young teachers. You don't have to tell me that, because I know it. And I'm going at it every day. And a lot of girls who stopped dancing, say for financial reasons when they were 16 or 17, or their parents got them. I know I have students who got married at 20, who got a baby at 21. You know, that's around 4 years older to you, or 3 years older to you. You know, and you don't imagine, I mean, you see your mothers, right? The responsibility your mother has, right? So it's not easy getting married at 20. So these girls live their dreams with me. And I've lived a really colorful life. Like, I taught Deepika Padukone when she was in Mount Carmel's college. And I was there, I was the fashion choreographer. So I do a lot of things. I like sport, you tell me and I'll do it. So I taught Deepika, and it was my mistake. Her wardrobe didn't go well, and she lost the best model competition. We won the competition though, because of me. We competed with the boys. Baldwin's boys, all supermodels, 6 feet boys and full six-pack, and the Mount Carmel's girls were competing. We won. And Deepika lost the best model competition because of me, I think, probably. But that was also her first time. She had a wardrobe malfunction because I had used pins on something here and it kept falling. So Deepika was ramping like this, and it was my fault. But she was very respectful to me. She's a lovely girl. And then I remember the competition got over. The car came. She looked very angry. She got in. Prakash Padukone and Ujjwala auntie had come, and they jammed the door and she walked away. But you know, with that girl, right? The day I never forgot that sight, that night. She had something here. She was like this. She knew what she wanted to be. And she is here today. Today, I am here. I am exactly what I wanted to be 20 years ago. I am. Exactly. So you have to dream. And you have to tell. There's something around here. You tell yourself, who am I going to be? Who am I going to be? Right? I keep telling myself every day. And I'm at a turning point in my career where I'm so focused. This is who I want to be. I want to be India's best teacher, the best who's lived. I am going to be the best in the world. I have goals. A dancer, not a dancer anymore. I'm more a teacher. A teacher is the best. I'm going to pursue my LLB because I want to be change. Like you, I want to be change. I'm going to be a very powerful human rights lawyer. I will get into politics and I will be the face of India in 20 years. You don't believe me? I believe it. I will be a very powerful and maybe dangerous man. Politicians are dangerous. I'll be very dangerous. So you better be friends with me. I'm going to be there. And I tell myself that. Who am I going to be? And I'm going to get there. And it's coming to me. I have worked blindly. I have not thought about the results. But that's what Indian scriptures tell you, isn't it? And I'm also highly disciplined. Okay. So my life is everything I want it to be, and I will be. People say, I won't maybe, I will be. I'm like a shark in the water, and that's how you should be. You're young. I'm 38 years old, and I'm not giving up my dreaming. I will not. I will be one of the most powerful influences in this country, in the world, in this turn of the century. And you keep telling yourself that, right? I'm very disciplined. I get up at 3:30 every morning to finish my job, to say my prayers, to finish my work before the maids come. I'm extremely disciplined. If I'm a little late, that's fine sometimes. 5 minutes, 2 minutes, but not beyond that. I'm not obsessed with it, right? There's a beautiful, I'm also a spiritual person. I'm a dancer. There are a few things I want to pack up before I tell you before I finish. It is by, I think, Adi Shankaracharya, and it's the Shiva Manasa Puja which I recite in my prayers. Listen very carefully, it's beautiful. And one boy said it. He said, submit to the master. It says, Kara. Kara is what? I'm sure you Manjunath's students. Kara is hand. Kara charana kritam va. Kaya is body. Kaya jam karma jam va. Okay. Kara is hand. Charana is feet. Kaya is body. Karma jam is. Shravana is what? Ears. Shravana nayana. Nayana is eyes. Manasamva, Karacharma Kitamva, Kayajam Karma Jamva, Shavra Nayana Jamva, Manasamba Aparadham, the sins that they do. Vihitam Avitamva, what I know I don't know. Vihitam Avitamva, Sarvame Tatshamasva, Jaya Jaya Karanabhe, Sri Mahadeva Shambho. What does it mean? Your hands, your legs, your eyes, your ears, your body does things. You hurt somebody knowingly, unknowingly also is a sin, right? So you submit everything to God. You may not believe in God, you do. You may not believe in God, but you focus on something bigger than you, right? And I do that. And one thing wonderful I saw about all of you is there's a great sense of love in this school. You know, Hindu, Muslim, whoever, Sikh, Christian, whoever you are here, there is great love and it's deeply moving. And love runs the world. Love for each other and love for what you do, right? Also, one quality that I've always kept in my life, and I get up in the morning with so much of passion. I get up every morning at 3:30 and saying, yes, I'm going to run in the morning, is humility. One from Bhagavad Gita, because you're a very spiritual school, and I keep this very close to my heart, right? So I think it's chapter 12, verses 18 to 19. Apply this. It says, Samau Shatraucha Mitrecha, okay? Tata Manapamana Yoho. Your enemy, the one who treats the enemy and the friend the same. Samau Shatraucha Mitrecha Tata Manapamana Yoho. Somebody praises you and somebody insults you, it's the same. Shitoshna is winter and summer. Sukha Dukkeshu, happiness and sadness. Samasanga Vivarjita. Tulya Ninda Stutir Mauni, the one who keeps quiet even when somebody's humiliating. Tulya Ninda Stutir Mauni, Yenakena Chitta, whose mind is not wavering, whose mind is always centered. Yenakena Chitta, Aniketa Sthiramatir, Bhaktiman me Priyonaraha. That man is closest to Krishna. You may become some of the most successful with me. If you become a politician, I'll meet you. Or you become a powerful man, I will meet you. Some of you will become the most powerful achievers in this country, and I hope you do. Please don't be mediocre. It's terrible. Get one job, settle down, get one car, have 2 children. Children are lovely. I love you all. But don't fall into the trap of house, building, how much more money, Live your life with passion. I live it. Look at me. I'm alive. I'm every day is a celebration, right? Live it with that kind of passion and it'll make a difference, right? So we're going to get there together. Humility, never let it go above your head. And I wish you all the best. I love talking to young people because I'm very young in my head, and I wish you all the best. Please do well. Two different things, and you're the future of the country. Not you, even I. Okay, I am the future's country, and you're the future's country, and we do this together. There is no place in this country for hate, and I see that in your school. You all love each other. There is no place for hate, for religious fundamentalist ideas. There's no place for dividing us on any lines. We are the future of this country, and we only will do that together. All the best. God bless you, and thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for your words of wisdom.
Memories are timeless treasures of the heart. Now let us go down. Memories are timeless treasures of the heart. Now let us go down the memory lane of the life of our students through a short video.
ಸಾಕು ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ ತೆಗೀಲಿ.
It was truly admirable. Thank you so much.
I am very privileged to invite our respected senior principal, Srimati Joyous Vanita, to address the audience. We are all proud of you and your work in the field of education. Ma'am, may we please have you on stage?
A very good evening to one and all present here. Indeed, a beautiful day, but also a day which really goes down in each and everyone's life. As much as it is for you students, it's also for the teaching fraternity and the parents. To begin with, Sonam Wangchuk. All of us have heard about him, but none of us remember him for what he has done. Leh Ladakh, a beautiful place in the northernmost parts of this country, where the Himalayas spread across on 3 beautiful ranges and one of the highest ranges. And a place so pristine, so beautiful, no man generally would love to tread there, limited population, the Ladakhis living there. Amidst them stood a man, Sonam Wangchuk, and all of us know him probably after the movie was made. Well, to tell you, an engineer by profession, but incidentally, he came from such a small, tiny place which had not made any recognition for itself across the country or the globe, other than the beauty that was a gift of nature, and also for one of the other reasons as the army existed on the northernmost frontiers of this country. Amidst people like them rose a wonderful engineer who did not stop with his education to do what he wanted to do for what he was so passionate about. But from then on, he realized way back home, I have something more important. It's my people, the children there. What do I do for them? Especially, we always keep talking about all those who have achieved so much in their lives, so much of contribution, their success stories. But we many a time do not think about the ones who are not able to make it, who many a time sit back with dreams shut in boxes, locked in their hearts, unable to come out, do not see the light of day. Well, Wangchuk realized, why don't I open a school for such children alone and try to change their lives? He was moved with empathy. He understood the pain, the agony, the suffering, the many dreams that are shut. Who's going to unlock it? Well, that was Wangchuk, and the rest is history, what we see, and that also his future work that he has done in the region fetched him the Magsaysay Award. Good evening, one and all. On behalf of our chairman, Shri S.S. Ganesh, the dean, Mr. Manjunath Rangaraju, esteemed guest, Mr. Charles, so very happy to have you here amidst us and to speak to us and also share all the thoughts that you did with the children, a lovely example you started with. Thank you so much. And the passion driven with confidence, and that's what I saw in Mr. Charles this evening, and I hope to see sitting back on my rocking chair someday when you become a politician. I promise one vote from my side. Well, that's Mr. Charles for us this evening, and also all the unit in charges and principals of this institution, and above all, the wonderful teachers who have shaped the children seated here this evening. Parents, when you walked into the portals of both the schools, a day school where you thought your 7.5 hours and your 8 hours was peace, because the children were in the hands and care of teachers. And the hostelites, once you drop them off at school, you would only come down once in 30 days to see them. And what magic we did, the turmoil, the troubles, the joys, the sorrows, the feelings, time, clock never ticked for us, nor did it stop for us. That's how we moved. So that's how the fraternity have all joined hands to shape your lives. Well, all of you standard 10 and 12 seated here, I just want to tell you three things. First and foremost, it is to begin with choice. You stand at a threshold where you're going to decide what you'd like to see yourself in the next 20 years. Take time to make your choice. Do not run. There is no hurry. CBSE has given you 26 more days of April and the March to think. Pre-university is running behind, not an issue. But let me tell you, these days when you're still here at school, put your thought to that, to decide to choose a career for yourself. And that decision should happen right now in a span of 2 months. And don't forget, in these 2 months, you're going to wrap up your entire lifetime. It's not easy. You need mentors. You need a dean, of whom you've made so much of mention. You've spoken about all the principals and the teachers of whom you felt they would help you, and none other than the least that is our parents seated there who are here to guide you. Once you made your choice, the next step is to move into whatever place of choice that you choose to go ahead. And once you're there, make sure you're there with a purpose. After your choice comes purpose. Yes, until and unless you make life more meaningful and without a purpose to see a new day each morning, it's going to be mundane. Time will fly, years will fly, decades will fly, and you will be sitting back. So keep that purpose in your heart. Work, focus towards what you want to do and achieve. Walk in that direction. Take everything that comes. You're no longer children. You're no longer small ones. They're old enough, mature enough, and I'm sure whatever challenges are thrown at you in the form of work, day-to-day submissions, in the form of deadlines, in the form of marks, irrespective, take it and face it. Keep that purpose. And the last that I would say is passion. Now, all of this is only possible. Passion seems to be cliche. Many have spoken about it. But let me just tell you, or rather repeat again, what exactly passion means. It is something that is felt in the heart. It's not available at any store. You cannot buy it. It's something that's felt in the heart and something that should propel you to move forward, to see yourself do something that lasts a lifetime. How beautiful it sounds. Lifetime. Moving ahead and going ahead, none of us know what life holds. The condition across the globe, if something has to happen, it can only happen through love and peace. And if that has to happen, it has to happen from within. It just cannot be talk. It has to be action all along. Passion too is driven by that. Hold on to it firmly. See a future for yourself. Move ahead in the direction. To err is human, but to forgive is divine. Many a time, many of us, irrespective of age groups, pass through this. But don't stand back looking at it again. Go ahead. The world is yours. Open your arms, throw yourself out, and search for what you're looking for. And mind you, I can assure you, you will get what you want. And you will get it only if you feel and you know deep down in your heart, it's yours. Take that message with you. move ahead. Best wishes to each and every one of you. We've had a wonderful day and pretty long. We've gone on so far. Teachers and us, we've always spent time with you. We've spoken to you many a time on the corridors, many a time when we're walking across, many a time when we just slip past whatever we are doing. You'll never know when this many a time would have dropped a seed in your minds. Best wishes to all the lovely children here, to the parents who are building their future. Make the right decisions, move them in the right direction, and also please be part of their dreams. Encourage them, never discourage them. Gone are the days where you had molded curriculums to follow. Today, we're out of the mold. We're just out of the box. You can do anything you want with whatever you want, but please follow it with that mindset that I want to achieve something and do something. So be part of that. And on behalf of all the teaching fraternity here and myself, certainly a beautiful batch. Many of you seated here, going to miss each and every one of them. May not have spent time talking to you in the class, but the little time that was spent with you was spent meaningfully, straight from the heart. Best wishes to all. Love you loads, children, and thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for sharing your insights.
Personality is an unbroken series of successful gestures. Now we are going to listen to the most distinguished personality and an excellent orator, who is none other than our Dean, Mr. Manjunatha Rangaraju. Sir, please.
Honorable Chairman in his absence, esteemed Chief Guest, Shri Charles Ma, Senior Principal, Srimati joyous Vanita, the unit principals of the school, esteemed guests, parents, staff, and students. Namaskaram from the only mental of this school. Thank you for the title. And coming from Sudeep, I'll take it anyway. Today is a very auspicious day. It's a cliche to say valedictory is not the end, it's a beginning. What makes this day more special is the presence of an esteemed guest like Shri Charles Ma. I don't think of ways I really do not know in what way I can express my gratitude to you, but with this small kruti, my throat has been fabulous for the last 1 month, but I'll try my best. Can we have the Shruti little high, please? ఎందరో మహానుభావులు ఎందరో మహానుభావులు ఎందరో మహానుభావులు అందరికీ వందనములు ఎందరో మహానుభావులు అందరికీ వందనములు ఎందరో మహానుభావులు. That sums up my gratitude to you, sir. ఎందరో మహానుభావులు
Andariki Vandanamulu. It means there are so many great people in this planet, and to all of them, my respects. And I'm sure you're one of them. Beating all the stereotypes to come forward as a Bharatanatyam dancer, not just beating the gender issues, but beating several other stereotypes to come forward in life is not a joke. And coming from a very conservative setup, you've made an impact. And to have you on our campus is indeed a privilege, not just to me, to all the young budding students who are graduating today. First of all, thank you for being here. If I start speaking today, there are a couple of repercussions. One, it's a long day, long evening. Look at their faces, you'll know. Yeah, exhausted. And somebody complimented me for a number of retreats I had. One last time, chin up and sit straight, please. Yeah, thanks. The second repercussion is I'll start sounding like a valedictorian myself. And that's the biggest concern. Well, I'm not here to give lectures on how life will be that I have been doing in everyday classes. And I'm extremely indebted to all of you for having mentioned me so many times. And I'm glad that my history classes has been moving. And I'm very happy, even if I've produced 10 Indians at heart. I think I've produced more Indians at heart, not just 10. Nevertheless, I don't care if I sound like a valedictorian, but I'll still say what I have to. Like how all of you recalled your memory in this school, I have been here in this campus for the last 4 years. And I must say, 4 years have been enriching, 4 years have been daunting, and these 4 years also has made me father to so many of you that in a month or two, even when I become a real father or a biological father, I think nothing makes a big difference, because I already know what it is to be like a father. And thanks to all of you for giving that experience to me. Like all of you, I too have some memories, and I'll cheat myself if I can't mention few of them at least. I'll start with BHP EMS, because in the presentation you were in the end. Now at the end of this program, you shouldn't blame me that we were at the end of everything. Now let me begin with you. I have handled some classes, especially math. I don't know how horrible they were, but I'm glad if it was nice. But I, many times, haven't taught you math, but I've taught you life more than math. And I hope my message of life and its challenges has reached you. My memories of you being in this campus at a camp for 15 days, seeing you jog, seeing you meditate, which you have never done in your life, complaining all the time, getting punishments, all will go down in the memory lanes. My memories of the investiture, and of course the valedictory practice, and come with a package. Students like Rahil, Rajat, Tawkir, Suhail, Rihan, Adarsh, etc. You've really made a mark in my life too. Thank you so much for being part of my life, and it was indeed a wonderful journey. Although short, it is memorable. Coming to PSSEMR CBSE School, well, most of my memories have already been briefed by you. My special classes, late night sermons, my TED Talks, which would begin at 10 and end at 2 a.m., talking about ancient glory of India and discussions about India's spiritual knowledge, festivals and academics, and cooking in the dark hours of night when my wife is in Bangalore. All these are very, very, very memorable. and the time I spent with, well, of course, all of you, but to mention few, Siddharth SK, Siddharth UN, Kudda, Dikshit, Manoj, Abhay, Darshan, Samrudh, Sanjay, Adarsh, Darshan, Laksh, many more have been very fulfilling. I promised myself that I wouldn't get emotional today, and one bit has already happened in the morning. And while I was walking from there till here, I couldn't resist recall the wonderful words that I heard from Sudeep, from Lalit, from Dayanand, and many more. What more can be truly humbling than this? Many of us get rich. Many of us get money. We lose it. Many of us have many more things to get in life. But I am proud that I have them. And this wealth, I am sure most of you will not get. And therefore, I am very proud standing here on this day as their dean. The time that I have spent with you in the last 4 years has been very enriching. I remember that in 2019, when this batch of students were graduating in 10th standard, pandemic struck and we were not in a position to conduct valedictory. We all departed this campus with a heavy heart. I had then made a vow that no matter what, whether there is a raging pandemic or not, when you were in PUC, your valedictory will happen with parents or without parents, with guests or without guests, at least online. I think I have fulfilled my promise to all of you. You've had a wonderful valedictory ceremony today. And I'm confident that from the lot that are seated here, many researchers, entrepreneurs, and innovators will emerge. I have never advocated for job-seeking students. I have always advocated for innovators, for entrepreneurs, and researchers. And I can very confidently say that in few years to come, that will be a reality. I wish you all the best and will miss you when you exit this campus. A lot can change in the next few months. I'll see how many hold up and how. To the parents who are seated here, I always say this: you gave us toddlers, you gave us children, but now we present to you, ladies and gentlemen. Have a nice evening. Thanks for the opportunity to have led you all for the past few years, and I hope I have not disappointed anyone. Apologies if I've hurt you all. Remember that even your father was strict and rude at times to put you in the right path, and I am no different. I will conclude my valedictory address by specially thanking the following. All of you have had an impact on my life in the last 4 years. When some of you go, maybe my tears will roll, but I will bid adieu with a heavy heart, but you will be remembered for a long time. Sudeep, I will miss you. I will miss your naughtiness, and I'm extremely indebted for the amount of love you have extended to me. Rohan, for the kind of belief and faith you vested in me for the last 4 years. I don't look up to you. I am sure you will not look up to me. You were a good brother and a friend, and you will remain like that. Someone who calls me father, someone who I call my son, is Dayanand. 12 years of incredible journey in this campus, and what a fabulous boy he has been. I am sure my staff will agree with me that there is no other student who is as disciplined, who's as committed, and who's as affectionate as him. Thank you for choosing this school. We are extremely privileged for you to be the student of this school. And finally, Gattu. We call him Gattu, Muhammad Siam. Yes, he said few lines in Telugu. I don't know how many of you understood. He said, "Thank you for coming into my life." I say the same to you. Thank you so much. Have a fabulous evening.
Thank you so much, sir. We feel really fortunate and privileged to have your support and guidance all the times. Without you, all this would not have been possible. Gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues, but the parent of all other. I kindly request the principal of CBSE, Mrs. Kamal Bian, who has been rendering her valuable service for over a decade at PSSEMR School, to propose the word of thanks. Ma'am, please.
Sir, before I start, I would totally agree with you. This batch will always be remembered as Dayanand's batch. So if we need to remember somebody from that batch, whenever I ask Rushank, who is that boy, he says, "Mummy, he's from Dayanand's batch." So that is always there and forever will be Dayanand's batch. A warm evening to distinguished guest, respected dean, our senior principal, the principal of all units, dear teachers, students, and dear parents. Words fail to express how excited I am. Even a million smile cannot show how happy I am this day. It is a great feeling for me to propose the vote of thanks as a parent and as a teacher today. Usually I do it as a teacher. Today I'm honored to do it as a parent, and I'm sure many parents over here will feel the same as I do. Firstly, I wish to present some of my thoughts and reflections here this evening, and I consider this as my duty. As a parent of a child born and brought up in Bangalore, initially it was difficult to know if I was making the right decision then of changing my son's school from a prestigious institution in Bangalore to this institution. It has been 3 years now. He is studying in this institution. The decision I made then has truly been rewarding, and there is no looking back and no regrets at all. I was one lucky parent to see my son grow with me at my workplace. Maybe I couldn't much walk him to school when he was a kid, but I am a proud parent that I walked him to his grade 10 class and college regularly. The best feeling ever to see him grow in school with me. I was his grade 10 class teacher too. All these precious lifetime memories was given to me by this institution only. I will forever be grateful for that. I'm truly privileged to see him wrapped in this mediation. Rushank has grown into a well-rounded human being. He has grown in confidence. I highly value this attribute in my son and feel blessed that PSSEMR School and College has allowed him to thrive academically and socially. A special mention at this time to all his dear friends for always being with him. His emotional, behavioral, and educational needs have been more than adequately met here. The support and guidance he has received here from his grade 10 teachers and PUC lecturers are beyond words. Dean Sir, your encouragement, commitment to understand, motivate, and inspire the students to become excited about learning has left a great impact on him, and I'm sure he will carry it lifelong. He is timid, doesn't much express, says and tells me always to do it on his behalf. Thank you, sir, for setting high expectations for all the students and educators. You have shaped the conditions for all the students to learn and succeed. I am 100% sure each and every student here will definitely agree to whatever I have said. Principal ma'am, your kindness and words of wisdom will surely have an everlasting impact on all the students, and Rushank cherishes every moment he has spent and spoken to you and will remember you till his lifetime. Arun sir, your positive energy, vibrance, and contagious smile made your students look forward to going ahead to reach new heights. If ever I have got him interested in science, or be it biology, which he only scores well in, is because of you, sir. Rajesh sir, thank you for empowering the students to be motivated and successful by providing a positive environment in the college and always being a guide to him in his college days. Thank you, Rajesh sir. I humbly, from the bottom of my heart, thank each and every lecturer for their earnest efforts in trying to bring out the best in every child and preparing them to carve a niche for themselves in the outside world. No card can ever hold all the thanks I want to give to this institution. Now, I would formally propose the vote of thanks. I'm truly honored and privileged this day on behalf of all the parents and PSSEMR family. First of all, my sincere thanks to the Almighty God for making today's event a grand success. My humble gratitude to our dear chairman, Shri S.S. Ganesh, in his absence for all his support. Thank you, sir. I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed guest, Mr. Chalsma, for your gracious presence. We are extremely happy as you have been able to be a part of this valedictory celebration with us, sir. Your words will undoubtedly have a great impact on all our students. Thank you, sir. You are a true inspiration. Nothing this special ever happens and continues to happen year on year. My immense gratitude to our respected Dean, Mr. Manjunatha Rangaraju, for making such extraordinary things happen on this campus. You are a source of inspiration, sir, the navigator who leads the team with your magnanimous wisdom and knowledge. Things happen so flawlessly under your leadership, sir. Special thanks to our senior principal, Srimati J.S. Vanitha, ma'am. Being the catalyst has inspired us to do our best and stands as a pillar of power all the time. With deep sense of appreciation, we thank you, ma'am. I also extend my heartfelt gratitude to all the principals, the coordinators, Mr. Arun Prasad, Mr. Rajesh Prasad, Mr. Umapati, Ms. Manjula, Mr. Yogesh, the unit in charges of BHPEMS, Mr. Manjappa, Ms. Sumangala, Ms. Suma Kulkarni, Mr. Prabhu, Ms. Savita Ramesh, for their kind cooperation and also for being a great support in making this event a great success. A wide round of applause and thanks to all the graduates who have made this event a memorable one. We can't begin to tell you just how loved you are. We can't believe how time has flown and how far you have come. Love you all. Thank you to the budding stars who made this event a happy one with their impressive invocation and dance performance trained by Mr. Manjunath Koth and Mr. Samir. Thank you, teachers. A big thank you to the physical education department headed by Mr. Sanjeev. Sir, you and your team have trained the band troupe, NCC cadets, and helped in discipline so well. Thank you, sir. A big thank you to the student volunteers headed by Mr. Prasanna Kumar for all being with us throughout the event. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Lakshmi ma'am and Rakhi ma'am, for training the anchors. Our kindergarten valedictory ceremony earlier this day was a grand success. I take this opportunity to thank Ms. Kalaivani, Ms. Sridevi, Ms. Saujanya, and Ms. Nilambika. A special mention to Ms. Akshata, who is always coming forward to do things differently and never says no anytime you ask her. Thank you, dear teachers. I would be failing in my duty if I did not thank the people behind the scene who have made who have given their immense contribution in the success of this event. The Accounts Department, headed by Mr. Ravi Shankar, Mr. Shantakumar, Mr. Naveen and his team for the stage and sound system organization, Mr. Farhat and his team, Mr. Manjunath S., Mr. Bogesh and team, Mr. Karyappa, Mr. Prasanna and their team. A special mention to Mr. Niranjan and Mr. Wilson too. A sincere gratitude goes to all the parents and the well-wishers for your rock-solid support system and encouragement. Thank you very much for joining this event. We also wish to thank Madam Chandana for your gracious presence and for being patient with us for a long time. Thank you, Madam. Thank you one and all, and have a great evening.
Thank you, ma'am.
Life doesn't require that we be the best, only that we try our best. So friends, try your best for success. Try to be as efficient as possible. And as said by the greatest philosopher, Socrates, the only good is knowledge, and the only evil is ignorance. So I would like to thank all of you for being a part of this event.
May we now request the students to raise from your seats for the photo shoot. The valedictorians, please.
The foundation of every state is the education of its youth. The great aim of education is not knowledge, but action. Now I request the valedictorians to collect the mementos as they retreat. May I now request Mrs. Manjula ma'am, Mr. Umapati sir, Mr. Yogesh sir, Mrs. Shiba ma'am, Mrs. Radhika ma'am, and Mr. Purushottam sir to come forward and give away the mementos. Thank you, teachers.
I kindly request everyone to proceed towards the dining hall for dinner. Thank,
Thank,
thank you
you
all.
all once again. Good night. Thank you all once again. Good night.